Hey, yo, what's up, fellas? Ah, it's your boy fucking bugging. It's 4:12. Actually, it's past time that I was supposed to be up. I've wasted some minutes, but we are on track. We are live. I'm alive. So we are live, and we have to navigate. So today I decided that since I thrive better under supervision, I wanted you guys to be my accountability partner. I wanted you guys to be my accountability partners so that I will be able to work well. Yes. So basically, I I'm glad I'm alive. That is the first thing. I want to give gratitude. I'm so grateful. The second thing is, I'm not feeling bad, even though I didn't have enough sleep. But I think I'm still young enough. I'll be able to handle this. So, yeah, okay. I'll be able to handle this. So it's not something that I should be what? Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that I don't think it's something that I should be so fixated on about so much. But one thing, must I be talking? I don't know. I really wanted to explain so I can keep quiet and continue on doing something else. That is what I wanted to do, actually. Shut up and continue on doing something else. So I'll just log out of Glow's account, log into mine. I'll have to log into mine. And it is 4 a.m. So everyone is asleep right now. I wanna be ahead of people, bro. So Glow. I know Glow used the change the account, but I wanna change it back. And I feel like this girl got some, I don't know, advantages on how she applied, because she got this job, and then she did some interview. I want that kind of interview, because the agencies that I found, they aren't really offering what I really want. So motherfucker. Yeah. So I applied some a lot of jobs, and so today basically I'm going just to reply to all of them and try to give them feedback, because I haven't really given them feedback. So
Seconds to get up and get out of bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're up and you're now ready to get after it, you won. You can proceed on to go get stronger and faster and better. But if you are still actually lying in bed, then I can't stop right now. You have to keep listening. I need to tell you about the mistake that you are making. I need to tell you what you will feel like later in the day. You will feel weak. You will feel groggy. You're gonna feel like a loser, like a person that fell short, that failed. All you had to do was get up, get out of bed. Instead, you stayed in that warm bed and squandered the opportunity to train and to get better. And that will be a downward spiral for your day. Undisciplined and weak. Or, instead, you can get up, get out of bed, go splash some water on your face, and then do 10 burpees. Just 10 burpees. Right? To get your blood flowing. And I promise you will not feel tired anymore. So let's go now. Get up and get after it. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get up and get out of bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're up and you're now ready to get after it, you won. You can proceed on to go get stronger and faster and better. But if you are still actually lying in bed, then I can't stop right now. You have to keep listening. I need to tell you about the mistake that you are making. I need to tell you what you will feel like later in the day. You will feel weak. You will feel groggy. You're gonna feel like a loser, like a person that fell short, that failed. All you had to do was get up, get out of bed. Instead, you stayed in that warm bed and squandered the opportunity to train and to get better. And that will be a downward spiral for your day. Undisciplined and weak. Or, instead, you can get up, get out of bed, go splash some water on your face, And then do 10 burpees. Just 10 burpees. Right? To get your blood flowing. And I promise you will not feel tired anymore. So let's go now. Get up and get after it. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get up and get out of bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
crowd. Anyone who can make you angry becomes your master. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Nature hath given men one tongue but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of one thing, in which it is right to be stingy. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We've been using them not because we needed them, but because we had them. If a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Here is a rule to remember in future. When anything tempts you to feel bitter, not, "This is misfortune," but, "To bear this worthily is good fortune." Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Difficulty shows what men are. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back. The more we value things outside our control,
stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. make the sacrifices, make the unpopular decisions, and become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change. I don't have the right, I don't have the desire to, and I do not have the right to try to change my wife's personality and who she is. I don't have the right to change anybody except myself. Now, there's people out there I don't like, and if I don't like them, I just walk away. I'm 55 years old. I've done without that person my whole dang life. I don't need them now. And I don't have the right or the desire to try to change them. But if I don't like me, if I'm not comfortable being with me, well, that's a different story.
I tell young men, it's like, find something difficult to do. You need that. You're not built for comfort or pleasure. Like, if that comes along, good. You know, if you have a day where you're comfortable and there's some things around you that give pleasure, have some sense and enjoy it. But don't be thinking that's what your life is aimed at. That's contemptible. Everyone knows that.
You were talking about young men that might not have any direction right now. Go do something that's hard. Go try and accomplish something that's hard. You may win, you may lose, you may succeed, you may fail. I'll tell you what, you'll be better. If you avoid those things that are hard, if you don't accept that challenge, if you don't step up and step into that cold water, and you sit on your couch and eat Doritos, I can tell you this is not a good move. This is not a good move. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just get up. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful, and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're going to be more prepared for. And the next challenge after that, you're going to be even more prepared for. And you're going to fail, 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 and then you're going to win.
I don't care what you're going to do, but go out there and make something of yourself for God's sake. Be an honest person and work and get to the top of whatever it is that you want to get to the top of. You know, and stand up for yourself like a respectable human being and be a bit of a light on the world instead of a blight.
A man's most valuable, most important resource is his good name. If a man ain't got a good name, he ain't got nothing. So don't lie. Be respectful. You know, be respectful to others. Be respectful to your elders. Even if they're not respectable, they still been through life enough. You know, their position earns them what their behavior wants. If you're going to do it, do it. Say what you can do. Do what you say. You can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over-leverage yourself. Don't over-leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it, find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, if I just would it. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something, you just don't know whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to.
The other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. This is going to kill you. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting. Because do you have anything better to do? Really? Why not pick the best thing possible that you could do?
You better not lose this. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Your grandma counting on you to do the right thing. Your mama counting on you. Your cousins, your brothers and sisters are counting on you to cash in on this opportunity.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This can mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It can mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It can mean freezing on a park bench. It can mean jail. It can mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance.
Hey, what's up, people? I've just finished session 1, which was job application. Just finished that. Basically, I'm going into investing and foreign exchange. So Zimo, we gotta do this, you know. We have to do this. If I don't want to live a mediocre life, I'll have to sacrifice most of the things people find interesting. You know? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, about standard deviation. I don't really understand about standard deviation. I didn't quite well understand about what standard deviation really meant. I'm going to trade my money. Motherfucker. I have to know everything. Since I'm going to invest here, I want to know literally everything. I just allow to go through variance yet again in order to understand standard deviation. Expected value. Profit. We rate by the profit. We rate by the profit. Then we have minus win-rate minus the profit that expected value. Variance, it is the expected value derivative from the actual value. Standard deviation. Standard deviations come from standard deviation. Just variance is standard deviation squared. Like sometimes people really don't want to understand the truth. People think you go into the financial markets, you analyze the charts, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. I'm fucking here studying, and this is what these people are doing. Motherfuckers, they keep on lying like go to the charts, trade. It's not about trading. You give me 10 hours to cut down a tree, I'll take 6 hours, 6 good hours to sharpen the axe. Do you understand? People are sharpening their axes. They are engaging with the real fundamentals of trading behind the scenes. They come onto the screen, they trade. You think that they are analyzing the charts. Obviously, it is the same thing which is going to happen. But the term that they use, that is falsificating and misleading. So basically, follow this channel if you are new here. I'll teach you everything. I will analyze and teach you everything in order for you to understand properly. I'm going to look at standard deviation. Do you really understand how standard deviation really works? It is so simple. AI just simplified it. I've never understood it because it was complex. I didn't like statistics and all that bullshit, But it is actually used in trading, and whether I like it or not, I have to learn it. It's so simple, actually. Let me explain something very simple in order for me to understand it better. Okay, standard deviation is so simple in such a way that all you have to know is that standard deviation goes like with the symbol like that one. So it is the square root. Standard deviation is the square root. Is the square root of the summation of the total. The summation of the total. You see, you take the average. Then you minus the individual mark, or maybe. You see, the standard deviation is trying to see how the individual scores are spread from the average.
How you use the 24? You gotta hear me. People talking about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule. If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talking about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule. If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talking about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule. If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talking about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule. If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it.
Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times.
And we don't back down from anyone. And that's what got me in trouble. I don't play games. I don't kiss anyone's ass. And I'm a real man.
It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. You do the work now. Do the work now. And all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere.
You have no fucking idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have.
I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
I am cold. I am emotionless. I am zen. At peace. Ready for war.
It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide. Fuck clubs. Fuck partying. Fuck trying to fit in and socialize. Rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird.
Grab your fucking nuts. For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Mean what you say. Do what you say.
You can't win! Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
Because I'm a fighter. That's the way I'm made, Adrian.
People only root for others at 2 times. First, when they're at the beginning of the race. Second, when they finish. Neither is when you need it. So, you have to master the middle. The boring, exhausting, soul-crushing middle. That's where the winning happens. On your own. People will only cheer for you as long as you can't beat them at the game they value most. Friendly reminder that every person who doubts you is right until they aren't. It's a bug, not a feature.
Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying. Because I'm trying to get it.
You know, anything in life that you put your mind to, you can do. The world is your oyster. That's all I tell people. And I really have a grasp of that being that I nearly died.
If I'm running on a treadmill and I get to mile 9 and I get complete cramp in one of my legs, and I know I've told myself I'm going to run 10 kilometers today, He goes, I will have to limp the last mile, even if no one's watching, because I can't let the demons in. And if I let the demons in, they'll show up in the 11th round of a championship fight when there's 50,000 people watching me in the audience, and I know deep in my self-story that I'm the type of person that quits when things get hard because I got off that treadmill at mile 9 when no one was watching. The commitments we keep to ourselves and what we do when no one's watching is the most persuasive evidence that governs everything we then do every day thereafter.
I believed on myself, and I ran against the unthinkable. The scientists in the whole world actually were busy in their labs and saying the first human being to run 2 hours or under 2 hours will be in the year 2075.
Coming right past us now. 1:59:36 for a marathon. He has done it. Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya. He has done it.
I call it the Rocky cutscene, and almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a month or a year, but many years of doing work without reward, where they have to do things that other people find boring, and they have to sacrifice things that everyone finds interesting, that most people want to do during that entire season of their life. And they basically sacrifice a season of other things that they would prefer to do stuff that they would not prefer to do because of the one thing they want most.
Almost all truly exceptional and mentally strong people have been through hell. It's very few that put themselves through hell when life is great. It's just not usually the case.
That you have to struggle. You have to struggle. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace.
Which means that if I have unbelievable big dreams and big goals, then I have to go through hard times. It's like hate. The hard times are a requisite for success. And so if you're going through hard times right now, it means that you're on the path to success, and it's not that you're on the wrong path, it's the feeling of being on.
just need to traders positioning interbank flows and liquidity.
Was that since I was a little boy, I always felt that existence as such was weird. I mean, here we are. Isn't that odd? Of course it's odd. What do you mean by odd? Well, it's what's different from even. I mean, what's odd stands out. What's even lies flat. You can't see the outstanding without the flat background. There's the thing standing out. It's odd. Each one of you is odd. Strange, unique, particular, different. How do we know what we mean by that? Except against the background of something even. That is not differentiated, like space. And so you get this philosophical itch. You begin to scratch your head and think about why is that so? Well, after a while, you realize that's a meaningless question. And you ask, how is it so? Well, that leads you into science and other investigation. So you want to know, what is it? I mean, this happening, this thing called existence. What is it? You ask that question long enough and it suddenly hits you that if you could answer it, you wouldn't know what terms to put the answer in. I mean, when we investigate the properties of nature, and we do get some answers, all the answers are in terms of particular structures, forms, patterns. And these can be measured, and their behavior can be predicted. But when I want to ask the question, what are the forms made of? I mean, what is it really? We can't think of any way in which we could answer the question. Because we would have to have a class of all classes. When you ask the question, what? It's like saying, is you is or is you ain't? Is you animal? Is you vegetable? Is you mineral? Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Are you male or female? Are you a Christian or a Jew or a Hindu or what have you? We classify always to give an answer to the question, what is it? And when you classify, you distinguish an inside group from an outside group. Right. So what we want to know is, what is the group of all groups? Well, we can't imagine what the outside would be. So we can't answer the question. What is it? So the physicists finally abandoned the quest for stuff. And they gave us a description of the universe entirely in terms of form. The pattern, not the stuff. When people ask, what's the what? Yeah, but you can't do that. What's the pattern made of? Surely there mustn't be an answer to that. See, what happens is, when you turn up the microscope, all stuff turns into form. It becomes articulate. You know, the carpet looks like some sort of stuff. But when you look at it under a microscope, you will see the crystalline structure of the nylon or whatever it's made of. See? They want to know, what are those crystals made of? All right? Turn up the volume, and you will find molecules. Turn up the volume, you find wavicles. But we think the wavicles must be of something. But of course they're not. We find substance or stuff totally vanishes. You say, does it matter? What does that mean? Does it matter? Is it important? In other words, does it matter?
We, niliamka nikaacha miguu kwa kitanda. Oh my fucking god. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Ndio tunaingia round 3. Yo. Leo ndo nimeangalia something but I don't feel like nimeangalia kwa. I guess I'll just have to look at it. I'll make time. Obviously, I always make time. I always make time. I'm the best. I'm the best there is in the market, bro. Hey, shit. Let me rest. Oh. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'll use this chance to do something. I want to journal monster planning. I think I'll plan my day into 15-minute blocks. No, actually, 15-minute block. What I mean by 15-minute block, I think I'll have to implement that on phase 3. No, right now I'm working on something. unaniona aje Mafi? Batman. I'm Batman! I'm alive. Many did this now, but they never really got to maximum. But now they already got. They already got. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to me. I'm grateful to have this opportunity to change my parents and the people that I love. Today you'll be lucky because I'm going to read you my journal. This is what I wrote down because I want to be grateful. Actually, I have 5 minutes to go to the next round. So basically, today's topic is I'm alive. It is absurd to brag, but many needed this now, but they never really got to maximize the now they already got. I am grateful to have this opportunity to change my parents and the people that I love from their miserable lives. I am the superhero and the villain of this story. The story is about me. I'm not going to let anything interfere with my mission. I must overcome this weakness of not trying to be hated. I am the villain. I'm gonna die someday. Why do I care? My mom is alive and my sisters and brothers need my superiority guidance for them to survive to the next mission. The big Ongwae family's mission. I am the only thing that can change this family, but I'm not yet well developed to conquer the world. I'll have to take this opportunity to work on myself and intellectually and to financial freedom. Then I will be able to care about the spiritual side of things. This is my opportunity and the stage is mine. Goodbye, old me. Welcome back, Batman. I am Batman. So that is it, actually. That is it, bro. Ooh. Oh my fucking god. Honestly, I kind of hate this professor who's I don't know who they call professor. I know that he gives clear context and clear explanations on how things work. He already gave me how to deprogram myself, and I think I haven't really used it, but I think it gave me some insight on what can be changed and what cannot be changed. So, but I was thinking that he talks about money. Why doesn't, if he knows the strategies of getting money, why doesn't he use those strategies to become one of the richest people? Or doesn't he care? Ama yeye ni kama throat watchdog? Na sijui mbona Yo, it's about time, you know. We ain't got no time to waste, bro.
They're not really looking at you, more like
We
through
ain't
you,
got no
and then
time
they
to
say
waste,
it.
bro.
I think I'm burning out. It's quiet, no tears, no drama, but you know it took 100 emotional drafts to get to that one sentence. You nod, you want to help, so you do what your brain is wired to do, solve. Have you tried waking up earlier? That helped me a ton. You say it gently, helpfully, like you're passing them a life jacket, but their face flattens, their eyes retreat. And the silence that follows is heavier than the one before. Here's what just happened. You thought they needed a rescue plan, but what they actually needed was someone to sit in the water with them for a minute. This is the venting rule. If someone's opening up, it doesn't mean they're...
Damn. You mean to tell me I just recorded this video for more than 1 hour 30 minutes? Basically, that is it for today. I'm going to catch on to start another video, but stay tuned. Get on to the next stream. You know, we killing this shit, you know. So why not? Let me change the platform, and maybe we can put on some music, maybe some good motivation as we walk around, as we do this clean up and tactical round. So basically that is it. So have a nice episode. The world is beautiful. I can see the edges down.